What's poppin', homies? Happy Sunday to you all. Oh my God, the Bronx is hot this morning. The Bronx is off the chain today. It's hot in the Bronx today. So let me just give you a situation of what I am talking about. There was a shooting in the Bronx precinct, right? There was a shooting inside the Bronx precinct. A gunman who stormed into the Bronx precinct station this morning, shooting at cops. He had dove behind a desk when the cops pulled their guns and threw down his firearm. The surveillance videos from inside the police station in the 41st precinct obtained by the Post starts around 8 a.m. with an officer walking up to the desk before the gunman opens fire from just feet away. The cop runs back for cover before a second officer comes into the scene with a gun drawn in under a minute clip. Now, I'm going to try to get these clips for you, but YouTube been acting crazy. Every time I put up a video about something, they want to say it's copy. They want to say it's something wrong with it. I don't get a copyright strike, but they always say it's something's wrong with my video, and then I have to take the video out, and then they'll let me upload it. So YouTube, get it together. The gunman can be seen taking cover behind a desk and slide his gun across the tile of the station house floor. Within seconds of surrendering, more than a dozen cops swarmed the front of the precinct to cut the gunman off. A second video shows the first police officer on top of the shooter, punching the gunman about a dozen times as cops surrounded two and appeared to try and cuff him. Another video of the lobby shows a man dressed in an orange and black jacket and a black winter hat just before the shooting, casually walking in the precinct before pulling his gun and diving headfirst to the floor. The shooting happened this morning. It occurred less than 12 hours after a cop sitting in a marked police van with his partner was ambushed on the streets of Hunts Point. Now, those of you who are from New York that listen to my channel, you know where Hunts Point is, right? Back in the day, Hunts Point used to be hot. You know what I mean by hot. Now, I think this is the same guy that shot the van. I was reading that this morning that two officers was in the van and one had got shot, but he was taken to the hospital and he was fine. And when he sped off, the gunman, took a shooting stance and started shooting at the van. Now, we don't know why this guy is doing this. Something is going on with him. We don't know why. So I hope we could figure it out. Why is he shooting? What's the cause of all of this? Because we don't know. So the police enforcement sources believe the gunman was the same person in both encounters. I think so as well. The armed man, whose name was not immediately known, was taken into custody and taken to the hospital for his injuries. Now, fast forward, okay? Now we have the guy. He has been identified. The shooter is identified as Robert Williams. And they say that he has a lengthy rap sheet, okay? He's a career criminal with busts including homicide, okay? So he's just up to no good all the time. I mean, why is he still out on the street, So they say Williams, who was cuffed and caused the whole cop shooting chaos, has a lengthy and troubling rap sheet. His records includes busts for homicide and gun possession. And one police source said that he was only recently released from custody for toting a piece of heavy weaponry. Now, he just got out for a machine gun charge, okay? He just got out from a machine gun charge. Williams was taken to an area hospital for injuries sustained in his brazen station house assault, and no charges were immediately announced. So right now, they don't know what they're going to charge him with. We don't have any clue about that just yet. Okay, so now, update, the guy that's, there was someone that got shot inside of the precinct. We know who that was. His name is Jose, and he's identified as an NYPD lieutenant shot in Bronx precinct house. Okay, So the cops outside Lincoln Hospital. Yeah, he's the same cop that was inside excuse me, he was inside the precinct and he got shot. So his name is Jose. See, when you up, this is, when I lived in New York and I was a little bit younger, I took the, how you take the state test and the city test for stuff. I took the test for corrections officer. I took the test for becoming a cop. I took a whole bunch of tests, right? Even for transit. Now, sometimes it's good to take those tests when you're young because you got to wait a certain amount of years. I never wanted to really become a cop. I just thought, hey, let me just take it. But fast forward years later, I passed the test. So I passed the test for corrections and police officer. But because I was married, I asked my husband, hey, I passed this test. What do you think about this? And he told me he did not want me to do it. It's dangerous. He would be worried about me all the time. And to be honest with you, I didn't want to do neither one. I didn't really want to do neither one, but I took those tests when I was, kind of young. And look how many years it took for them to call me or to send me a letter saying, hey, you passed, you're next, whatever. But being a police officer, you don't get paid that much in New York to be a police officer. And when stuff like this happens, your wife is sitting at home or your husband's sitting at home worried. You got kids, you got cops that's doing all types of crooked stuff. It's just a lot of things going on. So we don't know why this guy caused all this ruckus. We don't know why he was attacking the police officers. But I hope that we get to the bottom of this and find out why he decided to open fire. So if anything with this news updates, I will let you know. I'm just glad the police officer that got shot in the van, if that got shot in the van is okay, and the one that got shot in the hospital, he is doing okay as well. Well, that's all I have for you today. So I'll probably come in later on with something else. You guys have a great Sunday. Bye.